We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up Lnngy. We are on the 12-month time frame. Price action, last candle to right hand side is a bearish red candle, spiked down to a low. So it could be losing momentum for a reversal. We do have price action overall, higher highs of structure. Price action overall, lower lows of structure. Also adding that midpoint. Second level highs and second level lows. Taking a look at that current price. Current price is sitting at 225.46. So if price works its way up, it can tag that resistance line at 272.51. Before tagging that, it can tag that midpoint within that area at 246.61. If price action decides to draw down, it can draw down to the 204.62, the white support line, before tagging the midpoint of that area, which would be 218.02. So let's take a look at what's happening in the market. So if price action pushes up further, it's coming from a pattern at that low. So at that low of support, we did receive coming down in red first, second, third, and we have that fourth leg. So we have a huge double bottom that pushed all the way up to the high. No retest within that area, may be identified as lower time frame, but on this time frame here, market identified all the way push up to that high, and then it consolidates sideways before dropping down to tag that midpoint. So basically where price is at is still hanging around near that high area of price action highs and price action second level highs in an area of consolidation. So market has spiked up, came back down, but paying attention to what's in that area, lost momentum to the top, lost momentum to the bottom, and that's for both candles. So what's happening in that area is here. It's not going to identify if it was an earlier time frame, probably we'll see it, but this is identified as a huge doji. So if there was a 16-month time frame or more, we'll probably will see it, but we're going to work what we have. So if this market pushes down from this area, just identifying a spike up to the high, which market spiked, made it to that high, and we're going to see if it's going to break down. So once it starts breaking down, if it does happen, you'll see price action start breaking the levels that we created. May identify as a retest candles, may or may not. Headed down to the 6-month time frame, price action identified as a bullish green doji, so it's indecisive, lost a lot of momentum to that downside of that support of that retest. So market is still identifying that overall structure. We see at the bottom that first, second, third, fourth double bottom. Now we see a retest. Market pushed up to the high, came back to retest to that midpoint, but hanging more on the second level highs. And now we're still looking for overall break retest and see if that market is going to push up. Price second, summer third last candle is consolidating sideways, but a slight decline in the market. So as we walk down, we may identify a wedge pattern. So let's try it now. Grabbing that body to the top, just bringing it down here, and then creating that support lines going across. Let's change the color up. Change the color so we can see that wedge pattern as we walk down the time frame. Have that resistance, creating that support so we can see that market tag that high, bounce up and down, waiting for the breakout. Headed down to a 3-minute time frame. Price action bullish green doji support, spike down to a low. So we can see that that market is bouncing around in that wedge pattern, but also, market spiked up to the high when it came back to retest with the price second, third, fourth, the last candles in the market. Is creating a pattern. So we do see that coming down in red is the first, second, third. The market could be pushing up if we see price action to engulf the second, third, last candle. We'll be breaking out that area with a double bottom. If not, it can still identify breaking to the wedge pattern, came down to the bottom of the wedge pattern, tag the top of the wedge pattern, come back to the bottom of the wedge pattern, tag the top of the wedge pattern to fully break down or up. So we're looking for that pattern to identify itself to finally break out. Monthly time frame, bullish green candle went back into the wedge pattern, did spike the low, identify a pattern, could be pushed up further if we receive the engulfment a little bit above price. So we are looking for that formation of that first, second, third, fourth. Okay, double bottom, look for the break, retest back to the blue line near it to push up further. And if price push down, we'll talk about that on, let's go back, on the weekly time frame. So price action weekly time frame reading as a bullish green candle spike down to a low. It's still active, so it can still push up further. So let's talk about it. So market's trying to break this previous area to the opposite side. Patterns inside patterns overall is reading as first, second, third, fourth, double bottom, retest, triple bottom overall. Market's coming up from that area looking for the break and retest at that line. Overall triple bottom. Walking down to a daily time frame. On the daily time frame, price action bullish green candle spike down to a low. So what's happening in that area is the price has broken up into that area. So the colors are opposite of what I'm talking about, but you'll see the lineup. Market broke, came back to retest, and we have a push. Price second, third, still in a huge area of consolidation, waiting for that breakout. 4-hour time frame. So we on a 4-hour time frame. We're gonna put a zone around the area. We do see the SR line. That price is near, so we're gonna go a little bit above, a little bit below, grabbing that second last candle body and that third last candle body, and we can see what's happening. So market has spiked into it, came back to the bottom of that zone, broke back up to that zone, hanging out at the top of the zone. Could be identifying a lot of momentum loss to come down, but then we can see that that second last candle has a long wick down to the bottom, so it basically spiked it and pushed up. So we have to see what's happening. So the main area we're paying attention to is the price, and price is sitting at the top of the zone. Headed down to a 3-hour time frame, same as well. So market's starting to get very choppy. We can see price second, third, last candle just hanging out at the top of that zone. So identified as third to last candle, opposite colors on what I'm talking about, but you get the concept. Market has spiked up, came back to retest and push. So it's some type of pattern that's currently forming in that area. Look like a break and retest. 2-hour time frame, same as well. Push, retest, market pushed up, consolidated sideways. 1-hour time frame. So if it pushes down, identify as a double top. We'll see 2 pushes to this top area. So we'll see that first, second, third. Market pushes down, but it'll break back into that zone. So far as at the midpoint of that area. Resistance, mid, support, top of the zone. 45-minute time frame. Same as well. So price is just consolidating. So you're looking for the break of this area. Whatever's going to identify in that area is going to push down or push up. Headed down to 30. Same as well. Some type of pattern form at the support. So we'll talk about that lower. So on a 15-minute time frame, can't get a clear picture of what it is. So we'll just draw out overall. Coming down in red, we do have that first, second, third, fourth retest. Could be like a double bottom, triple bottom. Market broke from that triple bottom, came back to retest the midpoint. So we're looking for the engulfment to the top side or to the downside. Price second, third, fourth is within that fifth to last candle in the market. So that's that consolidation. So we can see that second last candle with some of that fifth to last candle is consolidating. So it's like a huge doji in that area. Okay, guys, very important information. Please review and study Forex pattern cheat sheet, breakout and retest strategy. Click on images. Okay, guys, this is Cam Jones, FX, LNNGY, Start.